Only Channel 2, by the way, was in Buckhead Monday night as police arrested the rapper Young Thug, whose real name is Jeffrey Williams. We showed you this exclusive video on WSB Tonight at
You guys are flying. You're going over 100 miles an hour down the metro.
Can I please get a warrant? Please. But if I was a cop and a person told me, I'll be like, I might have slapped him like, and I want to give you.
I don't want to slap
so fucking bad. But you told me that your license, you just got your license back. I ain't gonna get your license.
I've seen one too many bodies.
I promise I won't do it again.
I've seen one too many bodies, man. You know how many of those
Young Thug has officially violated the terms of his probation in the YSL RICO case. From wild rants on Instagram Live and Twitter to releasing a diss track snippet aimed at Gunna, his actions quickly caught the spotlight. Reports soon broke with headlines reading, "The state of Georgia has filed a motion to revoke Young Thug's probation and send him back to jail." The tipping point came right after Gunna announced his new album, The Last One. That's when Thugger first crashed out publicly on IG Live.
Even talk about these fake guys and fake houses with these pools you can get put out of in the next 2-3 years and all that cheese. We ain't even finna talk about none of that. Like that is the topic of, I guess. Yeah, your spot out right now. You gonna put it on Instagram? I bet you put it on Instagram at your house out. On God, you blocked from your page. I'm on your from my fake page. Can't about to black me. I still said you post a picture. That ain't me on that picture. Lane Green. The whole world been thinking that too, man. I'm gonna say something about that, man. That ain't me with that skirt on with that hat. Man say he got more hits than me and Kendrick. Bro, your thing got more hits than Kendrick, and you ain't damn sure you got more hits or anthems than me. You hard. Why you tripping? And I ride past your house for sale sign up. Now you done when it took your whole money and put down on that goddamn house out there, man, and you couldn't finish paying it off. Now the lady came, took her shit back. Now your stupid gotta sell it.
After the album officially dropped, Young Thug fired back on Twitter, writing, "Nobody want to hear that stuff." The comment didn't sit well with Gunna, who clapped back on his IG story before quickly deleting it, saying, "Just be quiet, bro. I don't mess with you no more. You unfollowed me cause you ain't on the album." The tension grew even sharper once fans realized the title The Last One was Gunna's final album under his contract with YSL, Thug's own label. To make matters worse, Young Thug later doubled down by previewing a diss track snippet at a club, taking direct shots at Gunna.
Young Thug ain't even doing subliminals. He's just straight up naming it. Hear this. He said, "Yeah, Gotti, he tricked me for some years. I ain't know that was telling." And then he says, "The only reason I with you, Gunna, it was because of Troop." Now, Troop is like some other Atlanta. And supposedly that's how the story of how he kind of meets Gunna. But Young Thug is flat out saying it. I don't rock with these rats. That's what he's saying. He believed they're cooperatives, okay? Now, you know, there's a tasteful way to do it in music, and there's a I don't give a let's crash out drill music type of way where you just say their names and call them rats.
This is completely against his probation agreement, raising the question of why is Young Thug so angry, as academics would then explain the hidden details, which is important to hear.
Gunna's plan, I'm telling you this is a fact. He always thought Thug would be free. But he thought that once Thug got his freedom and didn't get all those years, granted, I think he got let out maybe a year and a half before Thug. He thought Thug would forgive him. Thug would be like, "All right, bro, yeah, you right. Like, what they caught you up on wasn't really, it's all good. You're my mans. You're still." Thug is not letting it go. So Gunna at that point realizes, not only is Thug free, there's no place for me on YSL anymore. And there's no love, and there's no more returning to that friendship. Gunna always wanted to get back together. Thug never wanted to. And now, Gunna has accepted that. What happened is that Gunna had a YSL tattoo. He's now covered it up. You see some flames. This is the new fit Gunna. He's covered up YSL, the snake, and also the word YSL.
As the back and forth between Young Thug and Gunna heated up, thousands of fans flooded Thug's comments with one message: just forgive Gunna. Stop dissing him before you end up back in jail. Instead of backing down, Thug laughed it off in the studio later that night, making it clear he's unbothered and ready for whatever comes his way.
P, that's some pounds, P.
I'm gonna chill. Let me wait, P.
Go pound. Go pound. Go ahead. Bag. In that bag. I'll take. Go ahead.
But this turned out to be a huge mistake for Young Thug. Let me explain why. The Atlanta DA had already filed paperwork to revoke his probation when Thug dropped his track Money on Money. What made things worse is that right after the release, he took aim at a female police officer, the very same one who handled Gunna's plea deal. That move might have just sealed his fate.
What Young Thug did to have and this is how you know this 4 p.m. is real. Young Thug posted the woman. This is Marissa Vivierdo. He said, biggest liar in the DA office. He posted her, okay? And then he also reposted, all my homies hate Vivierdo. Now, this is someone who is a officer of the law. This is someone who is a government official. When you do that and you're under probation, the government is gonna be like, oh, you sending a smoke signal that people should hurt this woman? That's why they're doing a motion to revoke his shit. Why did he do this? Because she's testifying in the OMF case, and she's basically saying, yo, OMF and 4PF, Lil Baby and them, they're beefing and is dying, and indictments finna come down.
Because of all this, headlines quickly followed. The state of Georgia has filed a motion to revoke Young Thug's probation and send him back to jail. Prosecutors are now prepared to use his new lyrics, diss tracks, Instagram lives, and even his tweets as evidence against him. In his song Money on Money, Thug raps, "These guys telling for nothing, and I gotta be the one calling them friends." He later doubled down on that very line during his first public interview since being released, showing he's not backing away from the message.
I just like to help people, you know.
One of those artists was Gunna. You guys did a ton of songs together.
Yeah.
Very successful on your label.
Yeah.
He was arrested about the same time as you. I think a lot of people wonder what that relationship is like now.
Yeah, I know everybody wondering that.
What's it like?
I don't know.
Not long after the interview went live, new headlines hit. Young Thug's legal troubles continue to follow him. Atlanta police remain locked in on the rapper even after his release. And the timing couldn't have been worse. Just one day after that interview, Thug was pulled over by Atlanta police. The body cam footage from that stop spread online instantly, racking up views and sparking fresh debate.
You guys are flying. You're going over 100 miles an hour down the metro.
Can I please get a warning? Please. But if I was a cop and the person told me, I'll be like, I might have slapped him like, I want to give you.
I don't want to slap
so f***ing bad. But you told me that your license,
Here's
you
my
just
thing,
got your
man.
license back.
I
I ain't gonna get your
seen
license.
one too many bodies.
I promise I won't do it again.
I seen one too many bodies, man. You know how many of those
This pushed Young Thug over the edge. Later that night, he jumped on Twitter and wrote, "If you're a rapper and you rat, you just gotta do gospel." The post instantly went viral, but not for the reasons he expected. One reply shot back, "You're literally not even legally allowed to rap about gangster stuff anymore, bro. Go do gospel." That single comment racked up over 100,000 likes and more than 3 million views, drawing even more attention to Thug's situation. Unfortunately, the viral moment also caught the eye of law enforcement. Soon after, news outlets reported DJ Academics speaking on the case, claiming Thug's release conditions were nothing but a setup. According to him, the strict probation agreement was designed to make Thug eventually fail, and when that happens, he won't even be able to properly defend himself before being thrown back behind bars.
Some of his fans think he beat the case. He definitely didn't beat the case. Beat the case means you got no stipulations. The Young Thug thing is a win, but it's also a huge setup. If you gonna tell me that they're gonna monitor him on a probationary basis for 15 years. Can't be in Atlanta. Can't communicate with co-defendants or gang members. He can't rap about, he can't promote any music that has to do with what they believe is activity. But he's always gonna talk about him and his doing his thing. They might consider that activity. He might be like, yo, me is like, yo, we going to the park getting lit. We going to the club getting lit. They might be like, oh no, you talking about the game. So, we celebrating right now because I think we could all see, if you follow that trial at all, whether you're a fan of Thug or not, you can see the pain, you can see this was going through it. Like, he gained a lot of weight. Everybody knows Thug was not that weight, so we happy he got out, but we definitely got to be very cognizant of how it's going to play.
But this is where everything took a turn. The real reason behind Young Thug's constant disses toward Gunna finally came to light. A report surfaced from Whack 100, who claimed he has 2 full hours of footage showing Gunna telling on Young Thug during an interrogation. This revelation sparked major speculation that federal agents could be preparing another YSL case. Even more concerning, there are rumors Gunna may have shared additional evidence with police that hasn't been revealed yet.
Hey Gunna, listen. I'm putting it together.
I'm gonna give you some time. I don't know, 24 hours, 12 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 1 hour. I don't know. I'm gonna give you some time though, Gunna, for you to go ahead on and confess. Confess to the world about all the telling you did. You know that interrogation? Yeah. Guess who got it? 2 hours? Boy, you was in there talking more than Hurricane Katrina. The only thing he did wrong was let him record him. You know what I'm talking about.
Charleston White later added fuel to the fire, confirming the new snitching evidence. After reviewing the court files himself, he even went as far as to say he admired Gunna for cooperating in order to walk free from the case.
Gunna is out of prison. I never thought I would be happy to say y'all, Gunna is out of prison. Now, I'm glad he got out by telling. I think that was smart, Gunna. I'm a Gunna fan now. I'm gonna take.
Thousands of Young Thug's fans immediately went after Charleston White, blasting him for defending Gunna. They argued Gunna ratted, plain and simple. But Charleston didn't back down. Instead, he doubled down, firing back that if he were in Gunna's position, he would have done the exact same thing.
I wouldn't say what Gunna did was a snitch, because Gunna's not a. He made a confession.
With all of this going viral, fans started digging into Atlanta court records themselves, and what they uncovered was explosive. They found a new federal filing aimed at revoking Young Thug's probation, and the details are shocking. According to the documents, just 1 week after Jeffrey Williams, aka Young Thug, was released, he tweeted, "Wham, let's drop one on these rats." The wham reference was a clear nod to Lil Baby, who's been outspoken about dissing Gunna for allegedly snitching his way out of the YSL trial. Lil Baby even responded directly, saying, "We should." The very next day, Thug tweeted again, "Gunna, stop acting like we're friends on the internet. I don't know you." He was clearly trying to bait Gunna into a public back and forth. While Gunna stayed silent, his brother did respond, writing, "Trust and believe the feeling is mutual." That same night, Thug linked up with T.I. and posted an Instagram story, proudly declaring he was home and that he did it the right way out. Another thinly veiled shot at Gunna.
Hey man, what you gotta tell these people? Back. Back, Jack. You feel me? You did. Hey man, ain't no cap in it. No cap in my rap. You feel what I'm saying? The right way. It's time. The right way, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Right way. Yeah, that way. Yeah. And go tell that.
Thug made sure Gunna knew exactly what he meant. He claimed he got out the right way. Even T.I. publicly took his side. But interestingly, police noted that around this time, fans were spamming Young Thug's socials, warning him to stop trolling and dissing Gunna because legally it would only end badly. That warning didn't slow him down. Court documents later revealed that DJ Academics obtained information showing Thug was allegedly making multiple calls on a jail phone. In those calls, he reportedly told other rappers to cut off Gunna completely. No music, no business. And to act like he doesn't even exist.
Streets are so atrocious. Young Thug told everybody that Gunna was a snitch. I'm telling you this, I don't give a if you believe me. That's what he sent to. Or he sent a message to Dirk, Baby. There's a few other rappers, I just won't call their names. Just because some of them just told me in privacy. All of them rappers start not with Gunna, speaking out, they're chilling away. Thug got out, Gunna kinda hot. Ain't like you're trying to really like jump and work with Gunna.
But here's where things get strange. Why did Academics bring this up a whole year after Young Thug was released? According to police, they believe Thug himself wanted that information to hit the public, but legally he couldn't say it outright. Once the story went viral, Gunna finally decided to respond, but not directly. Instead, his lawyer stepped in with a statement, writing, "I was Gunna's attorney, but I am not speaking on his behalf. This post is solely to set out the truth. Gunna did not cooperate. He did nothing and said nothing to affect Young Thug's case."
And you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in person.
Yes, ma'am.
You were present along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein hydrant and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, man.
Gunna spent 8 months behind bars before being released in December 2022 after entering an Alford plea. His plea deal could not and was not used against Young Thug at trial. In fact, Gunna was never even named as a witness. He walked away with a 5-year suspended sentence, no probation, no travel restrictions, and no reporting requirements. Over the next 2 years, Gunna thrived. He toured internationally, achieved global recognition, and earned millions. Meanwhile, Thug's path was the opposite. He went to trial, spent 30 months in jail, and eventually pled nolo contendere, no contest, landing him on a strict 15-year probation. Despite this, the debate over Gunna's cooperation never died down. His lawyer finally addressed it head-on, saying, "For those who continue to badmouth Gunna, enough is enough. He did not snitch." But not everyone agreed. Tekashi 6699, notorious for his own snitching scandal, jumped in for the first time in nearly a year, saying Gunna did snitch. He incriminated YSL. Now Young Thug can't even use the defense that it's just a record label. To Tekashi, it was clear. Gunna wanted the snitch label erased from his name, but the streets weren't letting it go that easily. And then came the tweet that shook the entire hip-hop world. Once you learn the effects of Gunna snitching in that YSL trial, you'll realize why Young Thug and Lil Baby will never be cool with him again. On that exact same day, the same police department that led the YSL RICO trial accepted Gunna's plea deal and arrested Young Thug made another shocking announcement. Georgia's PD Council's team unit revealed that they were preparing to launch a potential 4PF RICO case, with official paperwork name-dropping Lil Baby. In court, investigator Viviero testified about wiretap calls, claiming someone mentioned that Lil Baby had tickets on people's heads, meaning money allegedly placed to have certain individuals dealt with, similar to a murder for hire. And here's the kicker. This same investigator Viviero was the woman Young Thug dissed earlier in his music, and the exact same officer Gunna made his plea deal with.
He just implicated YSL being so now home, right? All the people who's locked up, like Jeffrey, like Young Thug, now he can't go with that defense. He can't go with the defense of saying, I'm a record label.
This breaking news even caught the attention of Snoop Dogg, who tweeted, "First Young Thug, now Lil Baby," being played by that Atlanta DA. Y'all Atlanta rappers better be careful. Not long after, headlines dropped with a major update. Lil Baby had been taken into county jail for questioning in connection to the killings of Jackety Davis and Lamont Freeman. Investigators wanted answers about why Lil Baby suddenly shut down his 4PF operation right after the crime took place.
Like, come on, bro, you know what's finna go on. Like, how the hell you can, you know what I'm saying? They ain't even like that, man. Them got tickets on a lot of these folks, I'm telling you.
We just heard somebody say these folks got tickets on these people. We know what's going on. First of all, who was that said that about the tickets?
Unk, the unidentified male that was being referred to as Unk.
And he's speaking with Mr. Sanders?
Correct.
And what, in your experience, do you know what tickets are?
A price on somebody's head.
What do you mean by, what do you mean on somebody's head? What is that?
Like a bounty.
Okay. To have them arrested?
Harm. Or
and who were they referring to in that portion of the call?
They were saying that they had heard that Dominique Jones had tickets on a lot of people's heads.
Dominique Jones wanted to have people harmed.
Correct.
All right, moving on.
It was later announced that Lil Baby revealed the reason behind shutting down 4PF. He claimed he ended his record label to avoid it being labeled as a street team while under investigation for the crime.
And the police are blaming a local rapper's music video for the deaths of two 10-year-olds, and a $50,000 reward is being offered for more information. So far, 7 people have already been arrested.
Between the bullets, it was nothing but bullets, pop, 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 pop.
At least 25 shots fired.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was just a concert. I was waiting for Lil Baby to come buy my taco.
Soon after, DJ Academics began breaking down everything about Lil Baby's alleged ties to Atlanta crimes. From the way it looks, he's on the verge of being wrapped up in a 4PF RICO case, mirroring the same fate that took down Young Thug and YSL.
4 Pockets 4 had to come to an end. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. When you say of course, I mean, why you say of course?
Because it's all shit that be going on. And I had to start learning that, like, other people's actions I could be held accountable for.
Right.
I ain't know all that at first. You know what I'm saying? I never would have went that route, but I ain't know. You know what I'm saying? Now that I know, I'll be a fool to just keep the same thing going. They trying to make something out of something that it ain't. Right. Like, if I got any kind of control of, hey, we're gonna switch that whole thing up. It ain't even just about the police. It's just period. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never was supposed to make my label something that I talk about.
It all came to a head with one viral tweet that summed up the mood. The Atlanta DA couldn't fully take down Young Thug. Watch, she's coming for Lil Baby next, and she'll use him as an example for every rapper funding their crews with fame, money, and resources for street crime. And now the big question is yours to answer. Do you believe Young Thug truly violated his probation, or is he being set up to fail from the start? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.